Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going over a tier list of Logic's albums. So if you don't know, I just finished a TikTok series on my TikTok, Extra Border, pop up right here. So I did all of Logic's albums. The only ones I didn't do were like the Young Sinatra albums, which I think he has 4 of, if I'm not mistaken, 5 maybe. But I didn't do those because they weren't on Apple Music, so I have no opinion on those. Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. So let's start with the very beginning. Under Pressure. Now, Under Pressure was a very, very good album. I think I rated it like a 7 maybe. I'm not too sure. But I actually going through the albums, I realized that this album was better than I had originally thought. After hearing like Supermarket, which we'll get to that later. But Under Pressure to me was easily A or B though is the question. A or B is the question. I don't know. You know what? We'll stick at A for now. Because it was really, you know what? No, it is A. Wanna know why it's A? Because oh no, it wasn't. Because I thought the end of Under Pressure was the continuation of Ysev or Young Sinatra 4. But it wasn't. Now The Incredible True Story. This album, I know people say it's one of their favorite albums. For me, honestly, it just wasn't that good. And I'm not saying that it was bad at all, but I just feel like it's either B or A. Like, if it's A, it's low A. But if it's B, it's high B. So, for now, I'll go low A. I may change it later on, I'm not too sure. Okay, so next we have Bobby Tarantino 1. Now, if I'm looking at this right, Bobby Tarantino 1. Actually, I kind of enjoyed it, Bobby. I'm looking at the track list right now, and Bobby Tarantino 1 is. Ooh, this is hard. Ooh, this is hard. Shoot, you know what? It's B. Although it has some good songs like Flexecution and I think, yeah, and 44 Bars. The other ones were kind of just like misses to me, and also it was a very, very short album. So I can't really comment too much on that. But yeah, for me, Incredible True Story is going down to a high B. Incredible True Story was not all that to me, honestly. It was good, don't get me wrong. It was very, very good. It was a great experience, but but it continues in Young Sinatra 4. You know what? No, it has to be A. It has to be low A. Low A, low A, low A. I changed my mind again, sorry. Okay, next album. Next album is Everybody. Now, Everybody, Everybody, I think, honestly, Everybody might be his best album. It's very good. It's S. It's definitely S for sure. But the question is it his best album, yes or no? I don't know. Like, the track list on here is insane. First of all, the experience to this was phenomenal. You have Everybody, you have Killing Spree, Take It Back, you have 1-800, which I believe he got nominated for something like that. Black Spider-Man. The track list just goes on and on and on. Really, really good. And a really, really solid album. Next is Bobby Tarantino 2. Now, this album, yeah, the only 2 songs I actually really, really liked on this was, or like maybe 3, was Overnight and 44 More. Those were like my top 2 tracks on the album. But like Every Day was a solid like track. So for that reason, I think we put this B tier actually. I think we put that B tier again. Now, I am going to say this. The Bobby Tarantino album covers are my favorite by far. I think that style is just clean and it just looks really, really cool. To me, that by far has the best album cover. Incredible True Story is cool, I guess. I mean, it's just them all in a spaceship. I guess is cool. And obviously the album does that. Like, they're flying through space and stuff like that, which I thought was a very, really cool experience. To me, it just wasn't that S tier Logic album. But yeah, by far, the Bobby Tarantino covers are my favorite. Alright, so next we have Ysev or Young Sinatra 4. Now, Young Sinatra 4, when I first heard this album in 2018, it was so good. it was like old school Logic, that Logic that was just fire. And I did all of his music eventually in 2021. And when I come back to this album, it's still fire. That's S tier. It's gotta be. The track list is insane. Like, I honestly don't think there's really any skips that I don't like. Like Thank You, I only skipped that song at the end because it's just a lot of fans saying thank you, which is cool and all, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to listen to that. But Everybody Dies, The Return, The Glorious Five, One Day, Wu-Tang Forever, are you kidding me? 100 Miles of Running wasn't bad. Ysev on this album is insane. Street Dreams is okay. The Adventures of Stony Bomb, really, really good track. Legacy's okay. Iconic is okay. It's one of the better ones, but it's okay. And Last Call was good as well. Yeah. Ooh, but is it better than Everybody? Ooh. Yeah, it is. Now, these are two completely different albums. I want to say that first. They're two different albums, but honestly, you could say they're both on the same level because the Everybody album is more like a hip hop, rap type album, and the Ysev or Young Sinatra 4 is like a boom bap type of trap album. Sorry, not trap album, but a boom bap album. It just goes back to that old school, 80s and 90s hip hop. It's really good. He does it. His writing is phenomenal on pretty much every album, but especially Everybody and Ysev. Those two albums are insane. So we have a lot of highs in 2018 and 2017, but now we get to the lows. So we have Supermarket. Now, if you don't know, Supermarket, I believe, was made for a book or a mini-series that he had. And don't get me wrong, I've never read the book, I've never seen the mini-series, if that's what it is. But to me, it's D tier. He tried doing something different, but honestly, for me, it didn't work out. It was kind of like this punk rock, try to do like a hip-hop part to it, but it just wasn't. It didn't feel like it was in his element, so I thought it wasn't his best album, but I could see him trying something new, which I guess you can always give credit to. But yeah, by far his worst album. Now, next is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Some people say that Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is D tier or C tier. Some people hate it. Now, me, I don't really care for it. Honestly, the only song I really like on this song, the only song I like on this album is Homicide, and that's with Eminem. Icy is cool. Keanu Reeves is cool, I guess. And Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is cool. But to me, very average album. The album, I gotta say, okay, first, the album cover is phenomenal. I love the art to it. It's really, really good. But it's still C to me. His writing didn't change. It was just beat selection and how he flowed on the song. It just wasn't for me. The next track is No Pressure. Now, this album was made after his retirement. He had said he was going to retirement after Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He went into retirement for like a year or something like that, and then released this in 2020. And honestly, it was really, really good. I think I gave it like an 8.5 or an 8 on my TikTok. If I'm being honest, that still stands. I think it's one of his better albums. For me, it's better than Bobby Tarantino 1 and 2, and I'm giving it an A. It's really good. Is it better than Incredible True Story? Ooh, I didn't really think about that. No, I don't think so. It's very, very close, but I don't think so. No, it's not. So we'll talk about the Ysev Collection Volume 1, and I believe that was like a collection of like all the Young Sinatra mixtapes he had. So he has like Balling on here, which pretty much everybody knows. It's like, I'm balling. Anyways, if I had to rate that track list and that collection, I guess you could say, to me, you can obviously tell it wasn't made for an album. It was made as a collection, and that there was no real how do I put this, chronological way that the songs went. Like, you could definitely tell that by The Incredible True Story. It did that very, very well. But I'll just use this picture for that album. But yeah, for me it was like C tier at max. It definitely wasn't as bad as Supermarket, but it wasn't the best. Now, Bobby Tarantino 3 is the next album, and let me tell you, for me personally, this was a very average Logic album. To me, obviously, the album work is very, very cool. But the album is very, very, very average. It's not like it's the best Logic album ever. It's not like it's the worst Logic album ever. It's just there. He obviously had some good songs, like Flawless were good. I loved God Might Judge. And Call Me was really, really good too. But after that, I didn't really care for any other ones. Inside was pretty good. I liked the feature. But otherwise, it was a very average Logic album. And I'm giving it a C. I didn't think it was great. I'm giving it a B. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was terrible either. We have Supermarket at D, obvious. I'm not changing that. There's gonna be a picture on top of this, but there's gonna be Ysev collection, and it's gonna be that. And then we have Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Yeah, that's a C. I'm trying to think. Are all the Bobby Tarantino albums on here? On B? Don't get me wrong, they're great albums, but first of all, Bobby Tarantino 1, too short. Bobby Tarantino 2 had some good tracks. It had 44 more. That was fire. I don't care what anybody says. That might be one of his best tracks of all time. That track was fire. The beat, everything, fire. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, I think I might have to move Bobby Tarantino 1 up one spot, only because he had this back-to-back track where it was, I believe it was Deeper Than Money. Was that the one that was like had that fire beat that reminded me of like the Drake like pound cake song? Oh no, that was 44 bars. Never mind. Yeah, no. We'll keep that there. Yeah. But Bobby Tarantino 2. Ooh, that might get moved up actually. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, we're into this actually. Ooh. Yeah, that looks more right. Nope, I can't do this to Bobby Tarantino 1. That looks better, yeah. I like that a lot better. Yeah, so Bobby Tarantino 1 and 2 are both on B, and then Bobby Tarantino 3 is on C. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And then we had No Pressure. Yeah, that was a good album. He came back with a good start. Could be S tier actually. But nah, because it's not better than Incredible True Story, and it's not better than his first studio album, Under Pressure. Because Under Pressure is so good. After listening to all the albums, Under Pressure is really, really good. It's really solid. Ooh, yeah. You know what? That's the list. Everybody in Ysev are by far the best albums in my opinion. But yeah, I mean that's the list. So, I mean, yeah, it's just good. It's good. Yep. So let me know, get down in the comments what you guys thought about the albums and like what you would change about it, because honestly, for me, my favorite album was Everybody in Ysev. Like, I still go back to those songs to this day. I still go back to Black Spider-Man because I think that the piano was fire, the vocals are fire on that song. And Ysev, it just has that nice 80s and 90s boom bap type of music that I like. And to me, that just makes it S tier. Obviously, I know a lot of people are going to probably be mad about The Incredible True Story, but I don't care because I don't really mess with that album. It's good, don't get me wrong. It leads straight into Ysev, don't get me wrong. That's really, really cool about that. But to me, it's okay. It's not the best. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about it, and give me your rankings on where you would put the Logic albums. Also, give me a suggestion on which rapper I should do next. I'm thinking about doing a very, very short series about Playboi Carti, because I know some of my friends like Playboi Carti, and I need to listen to some of his albums because I heard he might drop another album soon. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, subscribe, like. I'm gone. Peace.